Tricia.
Hi, Toby.
It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Thank you that I can be here with you. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you for coming.
In such a nice place here.
Thank you.
Tell me about you. Who are you?
Wow, it's a big question. My name is Tricia Suriel. My last name is Dominican. I came to the Dominican Republic 30 years ago in 1992. I married a Dominican. I raised my children here. And I'm originally American from upstate New York. I also lived in a ski town, so I came from a ski town. And I come from a family of educators. My parents were professors. My sister, everyone in my family is in education. So I come from a family of educators.
Okay. And where we are here, what is that?
We are at the Mariposa Center for Girls. And we're in the town of Cabarete, as you know. And it's a special place. It's a special place because this is one of the only safe spaces on the whole island of Hispaniola for girls. And it sounds like maybe something simple to a safe space, but if you're a girl growing up in a Latin American culture of poverty and machismo, to be somewhere that you can be just a child and feel safe, there's not so many places. So this is our special place for that.
Okay, and this is also the special point of your organization and your foundation?
Correct. It's, I've worked many years with children, boys and girls, and families in all ages. And I guess you could say it's personal because my husband came from a very poor family. And I've watched the ignorance of not having an education take the life of his sister. I've watched what the lack of education can really do to destroy a family and a community. So from the second I arrived here, I started working in the local community in our libraries. I created libraries. I built the first library of Cabarete. I built the second library of Cabarete. I started to build schools. I started to work all over the community. But it became very evident that when we did the attendance, that the girls weren't coming. So we started to learn why. Where were the girls? Why were the girls not coming? Why girls? Girls in the Dominican Republic, both Dominican girls and girls of Haitian descent from Haiti, because it's the same island, will do anywhere from 4 to 10 hours of work in their homes, unpaid labor a day, before they turn 12 years old. They wash the dishes, they babysit, they clean the latrine, they wash the laundry, babysit their sisters, get the milk from the store, do the errands. And when somebody is sick, they pull the girl from school to watch the sick child. It's never the boy. And so the opportunities for women, especially for girls, they're the most vulnerable population. And we wanted to affect change and support the world's most powerful force for change. And we realized that girls can become the world's most powerful force if given a beautiful setting in a place. So that's why girls and why we're here.
It's amazing. It's an amazing job. And my question is how to do that every day, because you have to know the background from the girls. So how to do that, how to learn to know the background and how to learn to know the families, how you choose the girls.
So it's a small town, but one thing I think, because my husband's Dominican, he was born here, because I live here. I think it's very common that people that work in development, that help people, they come, they leave, they don't know the community. But here, it's my community. It's where my children were born. And so we meet the families. We know the cousins, the sisters, the aunts, the uncle, the grandmothers. And we started with a small group. They were neighbors. And then the neighbor told the other friend, oh, you should go. And then it kept growing and growing, and now we have over 200 girls have come through the program since we started, and 150 are coming in the morning, the afternoon, at different times during the day. And we're working, we have some prerequisites. The first, they have to be poor. It might seem strange that there's different levels of poverty. Like you have extreme poverty, and you have people that are just trying, and it's important that we have a mix. And because if everybody was just the poorest of the poorest, it's going to be very hard to have mentors and results. So we try to have, and we want the people that maybe have a little more to help the other girls that don't necessarily have as much. And we form what we call a sisterhood. And just yesterday we were making our list for the summer for new girls and for the school year, for the fall. And every girl on the list was recommended by a sister, a brother, somebody who's in our program, a teacher, a neighbor, a friend. We visit their homes. We have interviews with the family. We see if we want them to be invested also. They have to show that they will come. They have to be, that they really want to have a change with their lives, because it's very hard to help someone who doesn't want to help themselves. So it's a partnership with us and the families and the girls.
It's so nice. You have an example for challenges of the girls or the families, or maybe also which challenges have the girls to do when they have not the chance to go to school or to go to Mariposa DR Foundation?
Yeah, I'm going to tell you that when we started, because it was in 2009, and I thought how happy the mothers would be that this woman's knocking on the door to say, we're going to play soccer and we're going to have pizza. And they looked at me like I was crazy. What are you, crazy? She has to do laundry. She has to babysit. She can't come to this program. So we didn't expect it, but the biggest obstacles we faced in the beginning were the mothers, because we were taking away from them their helper. If you're a single mother, you have 5 children, and you have no help. Your older children are helping you. If we take them away, they can't work. So that's when we saw we had to work with the whole family, because it doesn't work if you don't. So it was hard in the beginning, like really we had to keep knocking. It was embarrassing, like I want to help you, and then, but as we started to have successes, as the parents started to see, because here in the Caribbean, the people, they live for the day. A hurricane could take your whole life away. So they don't see the long-term investment of education. But now that we have some time, now they're seeing, you can be a Mariposa, you can get a job maybe. Or you can, so now we negotiated a little bit with the families, like, we can help you too. And when I say negotiated, I mean, how can we help you? How can we help you that your little girl can have a different life than you? And why the girl? Because so that's the example of the girl that doesn't come to Mariposa, the chance of her becoming an adult, an 18-year-old woman, without having a baby, living in the Dominican Republic, isn't very good. Almost half, 1 in 3 girls will have a baby before they're 18 years old. So if you have a group of 30 girls in a classroom, in a setting, 10 of those girls will have a baby before they're 18. They won't finish school, they won't be able to get a job, they won't have the education, and worse, 1 in 5 will have a baby before they turn 15. So you're having a child, having a child, having a child, having a child, and the poverty never ends. So we have a solution, and that's the Mariposas, to end the poverty.